How to get FAA authorization to fly at night in controlled airspace. That is coming up next. Hey guys, David here from Aerial Influence. Thank you for stopping by. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the FAA, your night waivers, and how to fly in controlled airspace. So a lot of you are really interested in flying at night. Currently, the law says that recreational flyers can fly at night as long as they've got the beacons, as long as they follow the rules, etc. But if you're a Part 107 pilot, you gotta go through a little bit more to get that done. You gotta go through the FAA, you gotta put in a submission for a waiver approval. Like us, we were able to do that. So we've got 4 years where we are able to fly in Class G airspace without having to get any special approvals at night. So that's one of the things that we went ahead and did. So an issue that we ran into recently is we wanted to fly in Class D airspace at night. And we went to LAANC and we tried to get approval to do that. And of course, LAANC says no, because LAANC is not going to approve to let you fly at night because they don't know that you've got your night waiver. So LAANC is not going to approve anything after sunset. So of course, what did I do? I started Googling, how do you get approval to fly at night if you've already got your night waiver and LAANC won't approve you? And I came across a couple of videos that really didn't give me the answer and were really just trying to sell me something. So I wanted to do this video real quick to show you how to get this approval. I actually did the work, reached out to the FAA, found out exactly what is needed to be done to allow you to fly in Class D airspace and controlled airspace with your night waiver. You just have to have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. So we're going to show you right now how that is done. All right, so according to my contact at the FAA, we are going to go to the FAA drone zone. That is the hub that everybody has to go to submit their applications and etc. So let's go to the FAA drone zone. If you don't already have an account, go ahead and register your account. You should have an account if you are a 107 pilot, and you've obviously had to go here to register your drones, etc. So we are here now. I am already, go ahead and log in. All right, so if you've been on the site before, this is gonna look familiar. It's gonna show you your inventory, so the amount of drones that you've got. It's gonna show you the users under this Part 107. We've got 2 of them. That is myself and my business partner. So we've each got our 107 license, but the night waiver is under our company. And then underneath that, you're gonna see Part 107 waivers and authorizations. We have had 1 approved, which was our night waiver. We've canceled a couple of them. We had 1 denied because we just didn't fill it out properly, unfortunately. And we've got 1 under review. So right now, I am gonna walk through the process of actually getting that authorization. So here we go to create Part 107 waiver and authorization. So here's the key. You don't want your operational waiver and you don't want your airspace waiver here. You want your airspace authorization. So go ahead and click airspace authorization. It says my business partner's this has my business partner's information on it right now. So I'm not actually gonna submit this, so I'll just fill out some dummy information here. So we're gonna say night authorization Class D. Go ahead and click next. I'm gonna pick a date. I'm just gonna pick a random date. I'm gonna say December 23rd, 2020. End date. I'm going to say 4 p.m. to sunset and at night. So it's going to give me that sunset, the civil twilight, and also night. So frequency, I'm gonna say we're gonna do this monthly. I'm not sure if it's gonna be monthly, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say monthly. Local time zone is central, proposed location. I'm going to go to 200 feet. You could, depending on that airspace, you could say 400 feet. So I'm gonna say 400 feet. Now you're gonna have to find your GPS information of the location. You can do that on Google Maps. You may have to do a little Googling to figure out how to read your GPS location, but I'm just gonna enter in some random things here and, all right, so once you get that, you're good to go. Make sure that is correct. you are going to, this is important, you're gonna wanna make sure in the radius area, you wanna say blanket area, wide area. So click that. The nearest airport we are talking about is the DuPage Airport. Okay, so I'm gonna enter in DuPage, so that's DPA. All right, so you'll see here, it's gonna say this is a LAANC enabled airport. Operations at this airport where the low altitude authorization and notification capability, that's LAANC, is active that do not require an operational waiver. Okay, we understand that, but we are trying to fly at night here. So that is why we are going through this process. LAANC will only approve you for daytime. I had mentioned that earlier. So now we're gonna click okay. We're gonna tell them this is Class D airspace. I'm gonna say we are capturing night shots of beautiful Mesa, Arizona. It's gonna say, do you have any relevant existing waivers? I'm gonna go, you know what? As a matter of fact, yes, I do. Okay, and it is going to show me here. So I've got a night waiver that has been approved. That is the night waiver I would like to fly under right now. I am going to click that, boop, and now I'm gonna click next. All right, so those are the keys. The biggest key is you gotta attach that night waiver to it. So if you've already got your night waiver, you gotta attach that night waiver to it. If you don't have a night waiver yet and you wanna get your night waiver, get in touch with us. We're happy to help you go through that process as well. But once you've attached that night waiver to it, you should not have much of an issue getting approval in Class D airspace or other airspace, depending on what you're there for and the rules that you've got to follow in that airspace. But that is the basic process. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna keep doing more and more of these tutorials and answering the basic questions that everybody wants answered, but they can't get a real answer to it. Like I said, lots of videos out there on how to do certain things, but generally they want you to subscribe to some special channel that you can watch the video and then they'll show you how to do it. That's not what we're doing here. We're answering the basic questions for you so that you can use the equipment you have when you need to use it. Again, thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time.